Welcome to the second edition of the Community Voices podcast, proudly brought to you by the Low Veiled Media Trust in partnership with TellZimbabwe. In our previous episode, we were talking about the barriers to girls and women's participation in leadership and decision-making processes as the nation faces the August 23rd harmonized elections. Today on the program, we are looking at the roles and responsibilities of young people in our communities in promoting peace. To listen to this broadcast, please visit our AudioMake platform and make sure that you also visit our website www.lowveiled.trust.org.zw to listen to this podcast there. Like our Facebook page, Low Veiled Media Trust. Follow us on Instagram at Low Veiled Media Trust and space with the underscores. And on X Twitter, we are there as at Media Trust ZW. Please get in touch with us to be part of the conversation. I am your host, Peacebuilding, and thank you so much for tuning in. Last Friday, the 11th of August 2023, the Low Veiled Media Trust, together with our partner TellZimbabwe, hosted a youth radio dialogue on Arewel FM where we were bringing in the experts and young people to discuss issues to do with drug and substance abuse by young people. The whole idea is to raise awareness on the effects of drug and substance abuse while also demonstrating how young people end up engaging in violence due to the influence. We also noted that during this election time, most of the reports on violence have young people emerging as perpetrators of violence. However, we encourage you to report all acts of violence and drug abuse to the nearest police station in your communities. Let's use social media to expose the perpetrators. Pictures, voice recordings, videos, and text messages will always serve as evidence during investigations by the police. We continue with the program, and earlier on we caught up with a young lady by the name Philomina Chauke in Chirezi. She's a law student who shared with us what she thinks are the strategies young people can use to promote peace in the country. But we believe that it has to start in the village, it has to start in the location, it has to start in the camps, it has to start in the compound, in the neighborhood, whatever type of a setup we are living in. Just take responsibility. Please do stay with us right here on the Community Voices podcast, proudly brought to you by the Low Veiled Media Trust in collaboration with TellZimbabwe. And let's take a listen to what Philomina Chauke had to say.
Young people are key advocates of peaceful elections, so as to promote peace during elections. I think social media is the biggest instrument. It can be used to send messages exposing perpetrators of violence during this election time. It is important to provide youth with training opportunities to take an active part in peace building. With their youthful energy and capabilities and ability to adaptation to new technological trends. For example, youth could act as their mediators and so forth. Yeah. Youth can join groups that have a peace or a social justice mission in order to reap the benefits of mutual support. Include youth by transforming system and removing structural barriers.
Thank you so much. That's Philomina Chauke, a law student in Chirezi, talking to the Community Voices podcast about the need for young people to use social media platforms extensively in a bid to promote peace and fight violence ahead of the 23rd of August harmonized elections in the country. Hakesa swinene muthule kusikaka Philomina Chauke aka hlamusela leswaku swi sasekile ku vantshwa va kumeka va tirhisa social media ni tin'wana tindlela hinkwato va nga na tona technology ku va kota ku hlayisa kurhula mindyanguweni ya hina hikwako nga kona. Hakesa swinene kwala ke Community Voices podcast ke mukhesa ngopfu hi ku yengisa muka endla siku lenyamuhla tsikanisomseka ya mahlweni ni nongonoko hitwa hitatwa ina kambe kusikaka Arewel Mphakati va kona Mphakati nyamuhla kwala hi va yengenele ku va hi tlhamusela ku vona va vona njhani mhaka yale ya kurhula hi swi nga endla ku hi kota ku hlayisa kurhula hi langutane ni election itakwa. Khesa swinene kwala ke Community Voices podcast tsikani ya mahlweni nongonoko wa hina hitwa kusikaka Arewel Mphakati.
Loko hi langutane na mhaka ya youth ku nga endla njhani ku vona kurhula hi minkarhi leyi ya ti-vote. Loko mi swi langutile mi vona ku na youth hi yona yi tikumaka eka yi tirhisiwa ngopfu ka timhaka ta madzolonga van'watipolitiki va ka va tshembisiwa swilo swo hambanahambana kambe mina ni ri a va ti vonele ka mhaka yaleyo hi ku van'watipolitika va ta va hindza ene va ta na swikongomelo swo hambanahambana mara hina hi hala hi vaakelani hi hala hi maxaka hi hala hi vanghana siku rin'wana na rin'wana so u nga yi wa onhela makhelwani kumbe ku n'wi vavisa hi mhaka ya swilo leswi endlaku hikuva hina hi ta sala ha ha ri maxaka hi ta hala hi vanghana hi ta hala hi vonana siku rin'wana na rin'wana so youth yi fanele yi tlhariha hi fanele hi tlhariha ku ti vonela ka mhaka yaleyo na tshemba ku ka youth nga na yona masiku yalawa a ya youth leyi ku na vana va yanga xikolweni vanhu va nga xikolweni va twisisaku i mhaka ya ku tirhisa mihleketo ya vona va ti vonela ka swilo swo biha ni swilo swi nga ka swi nga lulamangi.
Thank you so much. That's Arewel Mphakati in Chirezi. He's encouraging young people to refrain from violence ahead of the August 23rd harmonized elections. He also touched on the need for us to uphold the value of human life and also the principles of Ubuntu, saying that elections come and go, but we have to remain a community, we have to remain a family, we have to remain a happy nation after the elections. Rega ndipe kutenda kuvaviri vatanga tinawo nhasi vechidiki Arewel Mphakati na Philomina Chauke tanga tiri muchirongwa Community Voices podcast takurukura navo takatarisa isusu kuchengetedzwa kwerunyararo munyika pamberi pesarudzo. Tesu tinoziva kuti 23 Nyamavhuvhu 2023 tinenge tichipinda musarudzo, naizvozvo inguva yekuti vechidiki vangewo vachibatidza muzvirongwa zvakanangana nekuchengetedza runyararo. Tinotenda zvikuru neruzivo rwavatipawo. Tanzwa zvekare kuna Philomina achitaura kuti zvakakosha kuti vechidiki vange vachishandisa humhetura. Ataura kuti ngavange vachishandisa dandemutande kuti vafambise mashoko anokurudzira runyararo munyika, vafambise mashoko anorwisana nemhirizhonga munyika. Tanzwa zvekare kuna Arewel Mphakati achitaura kuti tine upenyu hwatiinawo mushure mesarudzo, naizvozvo zvakakosha kuti vechidiki vawanikwe vasingabatidze muzvirongwa zvakanangana nemhirizhonga. Taona isusu kuti mune zvakawanda zvinotaurwa mumapepa nhau. Tinoona zvekare padandemutande nyaya dzakawanda dzakanangana ndingati isusu nemhirizhonga munyika. You have been listening to the Community Voices podcast. We have come to the end of our program this week. Please join us again next time. Stay connected with us and follow us on our social media pages on Facebook, on X, Twitter, on Instagram, and visit our website www.lawworldmediatrust.org.zw. Get subscribed to our YouTube channel, Law World Media Trust. Let's join hands in the fight against political violence and drug abuse right now as the nation faces the 23rd of August harmonized election. This podcast is proudly brought to you by the Law World Media Trust in conjunction with TellZimbabwe. I am your host, Pas Mondlovu. Let's vote in peace and goodbye for now.